Welcome back, everybody, to HNM+W. The plus W is not here, but the H&M is here.
Did we even invite him?
We did not invite him today. I am Harry Hancock. With me, as always, is the great Nate Cummings.
How's it going?
And also is Maddie B. Matthew Byer.
What's going on?
We did not invite Wayne today. Looking back on that, it was probably...
Hindsight, that's our bad.
Yeah, that one's on me, Wayne.
This one's free. We'll dedicate this.
Yeah. Actually, no, I'm not taking responsibility. That one's on Nate or Matt. That one's not on me.
Nah,
I'll wear that one.
You guys can wear it,
I'll
yeah.
wear that one.
Don't you put that evil on.
I'm already having a horrible day.
Well, we just got back from break.
Yeah.
So, how was everybody's break? You're having a horrible day, but how was everybody's break?
It was pretty good.
Pretty good?
Yeah.
Yeah? Did you guys get good presents for Christmas and whatever other holidays you may celebrate in that time?
Yeah, I had a good time. Yeah.
Santa
worked
treated-
a lot. Yeah, Santa was good to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
That's good.
Parents were good.
Good.
Sisters
The
were
fams
good.
are all good. The sister's good. Sister just found out where she's going to college,
Yeah,
right?
she did. So that's exciting.
Where's she going?
Exciting. Eastern University.
Oh, you did tell me that.
That's exciting. It's a big deal. And look at us. We're almost at the end of our run, and
right.
she's just
Hey, we got-
starting.
Yeah. You know,
Wow.
on to the next one. So
This is our last semester for me and Nate.
it is. This is sentimental. Yeah.
Matty Byer, he's got one more.
Last
I got one
first
more.
day of
He's got
school.
it.
That was kind of
Ooh.
weird. That was kind of weird.
It was exciting though.
It was. Did you feel old, like when you were sitting there? And
I definitely felt like some young person should have asked me a question for like the wisdom, but nobody did.
It was.
I
Like
was
that,
waiting
It's like
for-
that point in the movie where like you see the young freshman come in and you like bring them under your wing.
You're like,
and,
listen.
and you tell them their whole
You're
story.
screwed.
But yeah, my break was pretty.
Well, here's a question. What is your worst first day of school story?
I don't even.
Do you ever have something like crazy happen that just like your first day of school and you're like, man, this sucks?
Not first day, but I've had some pretty crappy days at school though. Like, do you want me to tell? Like,
Go for it. Yeah, let's hear it.
It's not a first day, but when I was younger, I was on the bus ride home. I was probably like in 4th grade, and I guess like I ate something bad for lunch or whatever. You know, those middle school lunches were pretty suspect, and then I ended up throwing up all over the bus, and that was pretty funny.
I did that one day, and it was a 2nd grade class, and we were doing some kind of like day. It was some kind of like special day or whatever. And I remember I had chocolate cereal for breakfast, and I just felt terrible the whole day. I was in the nurse's office earlier in the day, and I was like, I don't feel good, and she like sent me back. She thought I was like joking or whatever.
Faking it.
And we were doing this like, we were like going station to station, and of course I was in the station that was furthest away from the bathroom in the room. I just felt like it was, this is it. So I got to start running, and I just like, it all came out, and like I'm running, so it was all just like projectile vomit everywhere in the room. And it was like chocolate, so it just like stained everything.
Did you hit
off.
anybody? Was anybody in the splash zone?
I don't know, but it was
So now
disgusting.
we all have thrown up in school before.
I feel like most people.
I threw up in
have.
1st grade. I blew up hot dog chunks all over the room. And my thing is, I'm a traveling vomiter. So when I know it's happening, I like to get up and start doing like little dances and run around the room and like go places and walk around. So I get like every corner. That's my thing.
Jeez.
But I was all over 1st grade.
Isn't it bad that you get sick like that, like just horribly sick when you're younger, when you really want to be part of like school and stuff, and then like I can't tell you how many times I've prayed for like a pop-up bug now, get me out of this class,
leprosy or
man.
something.
What I would give.
Maybe the plague will make a comeback.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
but
get out of that a week and a half's worth of school.
right.
Yeah.
But now we're all healthy.
Ugh.
Would you ever, like, when you were in, like, elementary school, miss, like, just, like, a week long of school, being sick, or a couple days?
No, but for probably from like 2nd grade to probably 6th grade, I was in the nurse's office maybe 3 to 4 days a week with made up ailments, just trying to get out of class, and it worked originally, but then obviously
stopped,
that
yeah.
wore off. Yeah.
See, I used to get headaches a lot. So there was like some days where like, or some weeks when I would like legitimately have headaches like 2 days a week. But then, like, you always pull the fake ones here and there every now and again. So I would take off for that too.
I never took
I
a fake
faked
sick,
it.
no.
I faked it. Well,
I liked school too much.
you're too, yeah.
Plus, my mom worked at the high school.
We didn't
so
have
once I got
friends,
to that level, I couldn't.
Now, here's a question for you guys. When you guys were younger, not like middle school and like middle school, like that
Yeah.
age range, did you guys have to ask to go to the bathroom?
Yes.
School? Yeah, you don't just get up and leave.
Oh, so
you gotta
High
raise your
school, we
hand,
had to, too.
Yeah, see, like...
Unless it was like an emergency, like
Right.
that you literally, like you knew you couldn't, you just had to, like, get out.
Right. See, I thought that was so weird because at my school, like, and the bathroom wasn't in the room either. Like, at my school, you could just get up and leave whenever you wanted and go to the bathroom.
That sounds like chaos.
Yeah,
You
we
would
didn't
just-
have, yeah, we didn't have
There's
that
no
in our
law and
system.
order there.
And, like, we would always have, like, the SSR, sustained silent reading, and what do you know? Everyone had to go to the bathroom then.
Of course. Gotta get out of those terrible assignments.
Yeah.
So, everybody's holiday was pretty good. Now, how much traveling was done for the holidays? Because I know you guys don't, I live about an hour away. You live
About 40 minutes
away. You live
Like an hour
and a half away. So what was the travel like for everybody?
For me, I stayed in this area for pretty much the whole break because I worked down here. So I was
Okay.
only home for like a week, and I don't know. There was like weather wasn't that bad
No.
ever.
Yeah, it
thanks to
wasn't terrible.
Thanks to global warming, we
Yeah.
don't have any snow or anything to worry about. So
One marker.
Yeah,
it was fine.
See that? There's people people coming in. They're not coming into our room, but they're in the room next to our room, and they cause a ruckus.
I thought we were picking up paranormal activity for a second. I was like, oh my god, I think we're having a breakthrough.
They come up here and they yell. No regard. We have boundaries. See, they're still there. But anyway.
Yeah, we're not doing a show in here or anything. We're not mic'd up as we speak. Some people.
Sorry.
But
we're,
yeah,
gonna,
dude.
we're gonna go downstairs and we're gonna get so many dirty looks.
Yeah, it's fine. Though.
But
yeah, dude, it was fine. I mean,
weather wasn't
I don't
terrible.
think I had any issues. What about you?
Well, I was pretty back and forth most of the time, and the compound, what just happened, now I'm even more worked up.
Okay.
Because I feel like drivers today, man, are awful. No one's using their turn signals. It's like they're just the only people on the road, and it always happens to be, I'm not going to name states' names, but a certain state along the East Coast who has a certain shore that people like to go to, and a certain Snooki is from there.
Yes.
Yeah, not going to name names.
The high-class celebrity that is Snooki.
Right. So I just think people need to get it together on the road,
I can't stand the drivers anymore.
Yep.
I get terrible road rage, too, which is another problem.
I drive for work, and I noticed that I'm beginning to become very impatient
I'm-
with people on the roads.
I can't take it. People making right turns are probably the thing that aggravate me the most.
I hate it. They slow down to a complete stop,
slow
like
down
the
so much.
stars stopped completely,
There's-
and then they make the turn.
There's that, and then there's the people that when they're going to make the right turn, they turn a little left before they
They
go.
pull
Like
out,
they're
yeah.
driving an 18-wheeler, but they're driving like a Honda Civic.
I don't even do that when I drive trucks at work.
Yeah.
I just
I can't stand it.
Sometimes I hop the curb, but that's fine.
You want to do that little left thing when you have a trailer.
Yeah, when you have something that you're actually hauling behind you.
And
Yeah,
stuff. Yeah.
but I mean the weather wasn't terrible, which made it pretty good. I drove when we went up to Boston. That was kind of worrisome because my car is 2-wheel drive, and there was a blizzard the day we went.
And you drive a high performance vehicle as well.
I've done a couple spins on the major
Yeah,
roadways with that car.
Normally
Not purposefully, but because of the weather.
It was fun though.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah.
I would definitely. I want to do a group,
Yeah.
our group trip up to like Boston or something like that. That'd be fun.
No, I went to Boston when I was in 8th grade. It was like a club that we joined, and I thought it was cool. It was like one of the coolest cities because there was so much history. Like I don't know that we appreciate Philadelphia and the history as much as because we've been there so frequently.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like people go there to see the history and everything, and I don't know that we appreciate it as much because of how present. Like we've been there so much. But like Boston was awesome because like everything is historical.
Everything.
The cobblestone streets and
Yeah.
now everything's like jammed. Like it is jam packed there.
Yeah.
Did you notice people double parking and like just not even
Yes.
caring? Like
I noticed the also terrible drivers in Boston because Boston's streets, like most current like modernized cities, their streets and their blocks are straight lines. Like they're like legitimately like squared off. Boston, because it's so old, all the roads are curved and like all over the place, and like there's dead ends everywhere. Like it's just crazy. So everybody's double parked. That's another terrible city for drivers. Just terrible. Those people are horrible.
we when we were because we had a big Greyhound bus and
That had to have been.
we hit a car while we were there because somebody was double parked on the corner of a street and we just buried the car making it turn around. So that was awesome.
You guys didn't exchange insurance information.
I don't know. We were all laughing at it. It's a bunch of immature middle schoolers, but we were like, oh.
Now, the other day, I almost got into... I didn't even tell my family about this one. I almost got into a fairly severe car accident.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I hear it.
I was going home from my girlfriend's house, and I had to take Route 1. Mm-hmm. This dude was stopped in the outer lanes, and he didn't have his hazard lights on. I was going like 60-something miles an hour, and then I finally see him. It was nighttime, and I had to like slam on the brakes, and I couldn't get over because there was other cars coming. So like I didn't even have an out. So if I didn't slam on the brakes and see him like at the last second... I would have gone into his car at like 60-something miles an hour.
Were you wearing a seatbelt?
Yes. I do wear a seatbelt.
All the time?
I do.
Because your car thinks it's smarter than you and it'll let you know that you're not wearing it.
But just, like, how would you stop without putting your hazard lights on like that?
I don't know.
How dangerous that is?
People are just dumb. It's not even drivers. It's just like all aspects of society. People are just like dumb. Like that should be... Oh, I'm stopped in the middle. It was in the middle of the road, right?
Yeah.
I'm in the middle of the road. It's nighttime. People aren't going to be able to see me. Boop, I'm going to throw the hazards on. That's what a sane...
That would be like a natural instinct.
That's what a sane human being does. But it's like something's in the water now that people are just losing brain cells left and right.
Yeah.
And no one's aware of it.
Chinese hoax.
Yeah, it's all perpetrated by the Chinese.
Now, we claim to be very smart drivers, right?
Mm-hmm.
I like to think I'm very smart. We've all had our license for... I've had mine since I was 16. Mm-hmm. You guys have had yours since you were 16. Mm-hmm. Now, if you were to take the driver's test right now, do you think you could pass it?
Yeah.
You guys know the rules of the road?
I got a younger sister that's actually just got a permit, preparing for the
test.
For the test, so she's been doing some practice stuff.
Now, did you guys read the whole book that they gave you when you first took it? I didn't open the book once.
Did you ever take a safety ed class, like a driver's ed?
Nah.
Did you ever drive around with like a trainer or something?
I did, in his Prius. Yeah.
I did not.
I did a PT Cruiser.
I feel like it's just easy cars to learn.
Mm-hmm.
Small cars.
Yeah, because then did you do the parallel parking?
Yeah.
I feel like that's just like a good
Now, when you
practice.
parallel parked, did you actually like get it in there? The dude checked to see.
He didn't really check. He just, like, my guy just kind of like, I got in there. He's like, okay, pull out.
Yeah.
So.
See, I failed my first time. Did you guys both pass your first
I failed
time?
my first time.
Did you fail?
Really? No, I passed.
See, like, so I was there, and obviously they start off with parallel parking, and I parallel parked, and I was in, but apparently, like, I wasn't, like, close enough to the curb. Like, I was still, like...
Yeah, you have to be, like, I think, was it, like, 6 inches or something to the curb?
I don't know. Like, the way I put it is, if someone was driving by, they wouldn't even have hit my mirror. Like, I've seen worse parallel park jobs, and I'm like, come on, dude, just give it to me. Just let me have this.
Yeah. The first time I failed, he got me because I didn't put my turn signal coming out of the spot. Because there was no cars coming. I just want that to be kept in mind. It's not the real road.
Dude, people like that.
Okay, well, if there's
Like-
a stop sign in the middle of the night and nobody's there, you still stop?
No.
No? Well,
You
I mean,
don't
I
stop
do the Philly drive-through, where like you kind of like
Pump it.
you take your foot off the gas to be considered, but you just kind of keep going. As long as you're not like accelerating your phone.
Jeez, see, people like you, man. Jeez.
Well,
Is
optional.
It's
it like the
it's a
stop
gui-
signs
no,
that are
it's a-
outlined in white or optional?
It's a guideline. It's not like a requirement.
The
It's just kind
stop
of like
signs that don't
a,
have a sticker on the back, they're optional.
if you want
Yeah.
to, yeah. But so you guys think that you could pass it right now, correct?
Yeah.
Well, you guys are in luck because we here at HNM have the test. Would we like to embark on taking it and see if
got a
we are
practice
complete
test.
morons? We got a
Yeah.
practice test.
All right, so here...
Go ahead,
we
Nate.
got a couple of them. Question number 1.
Yes.
The following road sign marks a railroad crossing. You must yield to trains always, sometimes, never, only when lights are flashing.
I'm gonna say always.
I don't understand the question.
Oh wait.
Because the lights are only flashing if the train is coming.
There's this railroad sign, like a railroad.
Right.
Well,
The
you would.
following road sign marks a railroad crossing. You must yield to trains, always, sometimes, never, only when lights are flashing.
I would think you would always if there was a train
Right,
coming, but if
right.
you're going over and there's obviously no train coming, you don't yield to the
Right,
train.
I agree
But I
with
would say
that.
always.
I was gonna say
I guess
always.
always would be the technical.
Always is correct.
There you go. Beautifully done. That was a high five, everybody.
I'm hit.
When stopping for a school bus with red lights flashing,
Yes.
you must remain stopped until the bus starts moving, the lights stop flashing, you see the children have safely crossed the road, answers A and B.
What was A and B again?
The bus starts moving, the lights stop flashing, you see the children have safely crossed the road, answers A and B.
A and B. I'm going to say A and B.
I'm going to say the one with the children, just because I feel like the children would be higher over top of the stop sign.
The correct answer is B, the lights stopped flashing.
Oh, wow.
So you've already gotten one wrong.
Yeah, we're done.
Yep,
It's
all right.
50%. We're okay.
All right.
I feel like the children are way more important than the flashing lights.
Well,
You can tell that to
you can tell-
DMV.
yeah.
So the kid's still in the middle of the street.
you
That
just
stop
take
sign
them
goes
out.
back.
Just turn the windshield wipers on.
Single broken white lines. A.
Yeah.
Separate lanes with traffic traveling on opposite directions. Distinguishes merging lanes from travel lanes. Separate lanes of traffic traveling in the same direction. Mark the edge of a roadway and the separation of lanes.
What was C?
I would say C was the answer, because C was going the same direction.
Separate lanes of traffic traveling
In the same direction.
We'll say C.
C.
Correct.
Yeah.
2 for 3.
There you go. They also represent if they're in the middle, like if they're both one lanes going opposite direction, if the one side is dotted, that means you can pass.
Pass, yeah.
But once it's solid, you can't pass.
Right.
Yeah. If
Just a
your
little
vehicle begins to
tidbit.
skid, take which of the following actions?
Slam on
Step
the brakes.
firmly on the brakes. Turn the steering wheel in the direction of the skid. Turn the steering wheel in the direction opposite of the skid. Engage your emergency flashers.
Now, I did not hear scream and jump out
I was
the
gonna say
door as an
panic.
answer.
Yeah.
Is that
Drive it off the road.
floor it? I believe the answer would be to, it's whatever one is turning the wheel in the direction that you're skidding.
No, I'm going to say opposite skid.
No, because if you turn opposite the skid, then you're going to just go in a circle.
So
I've
wait,
had
so-
a
so
run-in
I'm-
with this.
so I'm
So if you're skidding this direction, you want to turn into the skid so that your car straightens out. If you turn this way, your back end is just going to keep going.
What's the answer?
Physics.
I stick by my claim.
So you say opposite of the skid.
I say turn into
You
the
say Turn
skid.
into the skid. Correct answer. Turn the steering wheel in the direction of the skid.
I don't know where you're getting this
Basic
information.
physics, baby.
Now, how many can you get wrong and still pass the test? 3? Because
three?
you got 2.
Because isn't it it's a 15 question test, right?
think-
Yeah,
Yeah.
you may fail.
Yeah, so that's
you can
2.
no, you can get no more than 3.
Right.
You can get 3 wrong.
All right, well, you're at 2.
Dude, you are at 2. I'm at 1. Let's
If a
go.
pedestrian is crossing the street with the assistance of a white cane or guide dog, you must get out of your vehicle and assist the pedestrian across the street. Honk your horn to notify the pedestrian of your presence.
That's terrible.
Flash your headlights to notify the pedestrian of your presence. Yield right of way.
I'm going to say yield.
Wait, I missed the last 2. I'm sorry.
Flash your headlights to notify the pedestrian of
Well,
your
they are
presence.
blind, so
Yield right of way.
yield the right of way, I would assume. What does yield mean again?
Just
Stop. Yeah, yield. So yield for them. Yeah, slow
Make
down.
sure they get by.
Yeah,
Correct
just
answer is
coast.
yield right of way.
Make sure you flash the lights for them.
for the blind person.
I like how they don't say that the person's blind, but they tell you like what they
Right.
have on them.
You arrive at an uncontrolled intersection. At the same time, another vehicle arrives to your left. Who is given the right of way? Excuse me. Who is given the right of way? The vehicle to your left, the vehicle that is not signaling. You are given the right of way. The vehicle that moves first.
Wait, it said that
You go first.
It said
Yeah,
that
who-
you got
So
there first.
you arrive at an uncontrolled intersection.
Yes.
At the same time, another vehicle arrives to your left.
The same
Who is given the right of way?
So
Same time is what's important.
right.
there.
So say I'm going to
So
say.
you both get there at the same time.
And then what was the one with the signaling?
The vehicle to your left, the vehicle that is not signaling, you are given the right of way. The vehicle that moves first.
The vehicle that's not signaling gets the right of way. Because if you're going straight,
I concur.
yeah,
on
if
that
you're
one.
going straight, you get the right of way.
Because if you're there and you're making a right turn and the guy that's on your left is going straight, I think the guy that's not signaling that would be going straight would have to go before your right turn.
Right, correct.
The correct answer, you are given the right of way.
But if we
How?
got there at the same, that doesn't make any sense. If we got there at the same
Because it's the
time,
vehicle that's the rightmost. The vehicle has to, so like you go like counterclockwise around.
What?
It's like the right of way, like when you read in the book, like the right of way is like counterclockwise.
Yeah, but like if you both show up at the stop.
So you're the count. Like,
wait, is this uncontrolled intersection 2 lanes?
It's a 4-way intersection.
Yeah, with 1 lane going in each. Yeah.
Right. So you're the rightmost car. You have the right of way.
Oh, I did not know that.
Well,
I'm at sudden death. I'm at sudden death.
I only got 2. I'm still in this.
I only got 2.
I'm good.
Question number 7.
Oh God.
If you see an emergency vehicle using its emergency lights, you should
Ram them.
move as far to the right of the road as you can, accelerate to the next exit, turn on your headlights, drive off the pavement.
Now,
What was the first one?
Move as far to the right of the road as you can.
And they're on the they're on the left.
I'm assuming, yeah.
It just
Because
says
if they're in
you
the
see
right
an
lane, that would be
emergency vehicle
useless.
using its emergency.
Well, if they're in the right lane, just get out of their
Yeah, just
way.
whatever the one is that is get out of their way.
I'm gonna say go to the right, but if you're in Puerto Rico, you wait for them to pass and you just get right on their butt and just flop. Because that's my grandfather worked in Puerto Rico. He said they loved when ambulances came because they would all just like file right up behind the ambulance.
So we're gonna say
go as far to the right.
As far as
Right.
Correct. Buyer keeps his license
still
for
in it.
another question.
You're still in this, man.
When encountering the following road sign, you
Oh,
should,
God.
and it is the red upside down triangle. Stop and yield to vehicles on the right.
That's a yield sign.
Slow down and yield to pedestrians and traffic. Stop, then turn around once it is clear. Not pass.
Wait, is it a yield sign?
Yes.
It's a yield sign. But what's the?
You're gonna yield.
But
then.
wait, what's the first
When,
two?
when encountering the following road sign,
Just what's
you
the first
should
2 answers?
Stop and yield to the vehicle on the right. Slow down and yield to pedestrians and traffic. Stop, then turn around once it is clear. Not pass.
I'm gonna go B.
I'm gonna go B as well because I think you only
Pedestrians
do
and
that for
traffic.
pedestrians and
Yeah.
traffic.
Slow down and yield
Yeah.
to pedestrians and traffic.
You're still, dude. You're
Keeping that light.
you're hanging in there.
When I first took this test, I got my first 3 out of the 4 wrong, and then I
then you
went
went-
on.
yeah.
And I ran
Went
the
on a
table.
tear.
Yep.
When
for you.
approaching an intersection with an inoperant traffic control signal, you should treat it the same way as you would a one-way street, 4-way stop, flashing red light, flashing yellow light.
I'm gonna say B.
stop. Yeah, it's a stop.
Correct.
Wow.
Number 10. If your vehicle is hydroplaning, you should keep the
Panic.
steering wheel straight, turn the wheel to the right, immediately hit the brakes, answer A and C.
I'm gonna say A. Keep your car straight.
Yes.
Correct.
Or you could just turn the opposite way that you're skidding and really cause
Those are
havoc.
past questions, man. We live and we learn.
Hydroplaning. Have you ever hydroplaned?
Never, actually.
I have
It's
once.
scary.
You feel like you have no control over the car.
Because you don't.
You don't. But you get that feeling. Like you just get that nothing I could do right now could help me. It's not a good feeling.
Yeah, it's awful.
It's a bad feeling.
When approaching the following sign, you should, and it's a red sign with the white letters STOP on it. Alright?
Gotcha.
Come to a complete stop, proceed after flashing your headlights, slow down, yield, and proceed when you have the right of way. Come to a complete stop only if there is cross traffic. Come to a complete stop, proceed
fill
when
it.
you have the right of way.
Whatever the one is that just says stop.
Yeah. What was A? What was A?
Come to a complete stop, proceed after flashing your headlights, slow down, yield, and proceed when you have the right of way. Come to a complete stop only if there is cross traffic. Come to a complete stop, proceed when you have the right of way.
That one, the last
D,
one.
Yeah, D.
Yes. Number 12. How many questions did you say?
15.
It should be 15.
We got 3 more.
Yeah.
What does the following road sign mean? It's a yellow sign with arrows going opposite directions.
They're throwing a little curveball
Two-way
in
traffic
there.
will be divided by a median or barrier.
A.
Two-way traffic will no longer be divided by a median or barrier. Traffic from another road will be entering the road. Lane ends, and you will need to merge
It's
left.
gotta be A.
A, yeah.
All right.
Damn straight.
I am riding this hot streak.
Oh, man.
The following road sign means, and it's the white sign now with the barrier and the squiggly
yes.
line. Turn
this
right.
whole sign thing is really going to be hard for our listeners.
Right, yeah, it's hard to... Yeah. Turn right, the road curves, stay on the right of the median, there's a sharp turn ahead.
I don't know. Wait,
Say A and C.
it's got to be somewhat a median.
Turn right. The road curves. Stay to the right of the median.
Stay to the right of the median.
There's sharp turns ahead.
Right of the median.
All right. 2 more and you can keep your license. All right. The following road sign means that you may not, and it is an arrow, a U-shaped arrow.
Yes.
No U-turns.
With a no,
It's just
no
no
U-turns.
U-turns.
Just
Got
click
it.
whatever one is no U-turns.
It says turn left, turn right, stop, make a U-turn. So you may not make a U-turn.
Yes.
All right, well, Harry has kept his license. Now, we'll see if Byron can get the last
Harry's
one.
good to go, baby.
Oh, man, this is he only has to answer this one. This is tough.
Maybe I'll keep my mouth shut if this one's hard.
Yeah. How many feet before a turn does the law require you to signal before you turn? 25, 50, 75, and 100. Oh, man.
Repeat the question.
How many feet before a turn does the law require you to signal before you turn? 25, 50, 75, and 100.
Why would they give that as the last one?
Oh,
I think I know the answer.
I think I do. I'm gonna say.
This is it. Make it or break it, Mr. Riding the Hot Streak.
If I make this, we're going to Valley Forge. I'm gonna say C 75.
That is
Incorrect.
Is it 100?
100.
It's 100, yeah.
You lost your license.
Yeah, you lost your license, and you're the one that was pretty vocal mostly about
Let's go.
drivers.
Let's go. You failed miserably, but it's okay.
Who do I turn my license into?
I'll take it.
I'll
That's
cut it.
fine.
We'll just cut it up. No
yeah,
big
we'll
deal.
just cut it up with this paper shredder.
All right. This is embarrassing.
There it is. It's on the table. You just put it on the table.
Yep.
It's gone. But it was a valiant effort. You gave it your whole heart.
That was fun.
That was
good. I like that. We should do more tests like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, maybe next time we'll do Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader?
Well, make sure we have Wayne here for that.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
I think that's a fun one. Some of those are hard as...
Yeah.
Yeah, some of those are hard as all can be.
Hard as what?
Not as... yes.
Yeah, all right.
Things I can't
yeah.
say. Okay, well, I got class very soon, so we are going to wrap this show up. For HNM+W without the W today, I am Harry Hancock. With me, as always, is the great Nate Cummings.
Have a good one.
And Matthew, the no longer driver buyer.
I have to call someone to give me a ride.
All right, everybody. Thank you very much for listening. Make sure to follow us and friend us on Facebook and Twitter. We are the Podcast Club at Del Val. If you have any questions or concern, make sure you email dvupodcast@gmail.com. Thank you all for listening, and tune in for the next one.